Alright guys, this is an update to my little Minuteman SHTF kit. We're going to go through it. I've done a lot of updates, a lot of different stuff. So we're going to start out with the rifle. This is a Lewis machining tool. 16-inch barrel Defender. With a out-of-ball striker 1-4X on the top. It does have an illuminated reticle, but you don't have to have it on for it to work. And then my flashlight up front, nothing special, and it has a sling on it on a QD. 30 rounds, PMag. Again, all good stuff. Then we move on to the battle belt. Battle belt is a Bianchi duty belt. It is not Condor. It is not Mali. It is actually a police-style duty belt. And I prefer that because they're thicker and they don't move around as much. So, this is my Glock 19 9mm and a Safariland level 2 holster. And it's got a 15-round mag in it plus one in the pipe. Next item is going to be my knife. This is an item that would not be staying on the belt. This would not actually come off, go in my pocket. This is a Smith & Wesson M&P M2.0. I got it at Bass Pro Shops. It works. I like it. It's great for me. It just stays on my belt. It doesn't have a specific spot because if I throw all this stuff on, it's going in my pocket. Next item. This is a Bianchi double magazine pouch with two 17-round Magpul Glock magazines. We are running Hornady Critical Defense in these. Again, another one, Hornady Critical Defense. So you know I'm not screwing around and just staging stuff. Next item on the belt is belt keepers. Why do I carry belt keepers and a hook? Because I can throw belt keepers on, and anybody that's worn a belt like this before knows you attach it to your inner belt, your trouser belt, and it stays put. It doesn't ride. So if I got time to do it, I'm going to do it. Then I've got my Hsgi double-decker leg rig. Some people call it a Costa rig, after the bearded one himself, Chris Costa. I've actually mounted my little pouch for my binoculars on here. Just a cheap pair of Simmons binoculars. I think I bought them for like 30 bucks. Again, Bass Pro Shops. I've got three 30-round MFT mags right here. Full metal jackets. Don't need to show them to you. You can probably, if you don't believe me, oh well, don't care. These are ASP trifold restraints. What you do is you pop them out. And you would do the same thing to this side here, and then put them around somebody's wrists and pull this little string. And it's like a better version of zip cuffs, in that they fit into little tiny spaces like that and they don't take up any room. I've got two of those on there, and my next thing I've got is a Magpul 27-round Glock magazine. This has full metal jackets in it though, for if I just need that extra little bit of stuff, because everything's going to complete hell. Next up is the light I carry. This is an Eye Protect. Again, this is an item that's not going to stay on the belt. It's just going to go in my pocket. I just keep it on my belt because, well, that way it's there. Plenty bright enough. Again, it's a belt. It's not a belt item, though I do keep it sitting on my belt for staging purposes. And rotate. Double magazine pouch. Two 30-round USGI type mags. Because I actually ran out of MFTs and Magpul mags. These got full metal jacketed rounds. Nothing special. Everything I've got is chambered in 5.56 though. So next up is my multi-tool. It is also made by Smith & Wesson. I normally carry a Leatherman on my daily, but you know what? For on my kit, this one will do the trick. Next up is medical. This is an Hsgi M3T pouch. Inside of it, I have my blowout kit. I don't have a decompression needle in it, and I really don't feel like pulling this thing out right now because this thing is a SOB to get back in. I have 2 tourniquets sitting right here. All you would have to do is pull this little tab here or pull this tab here, and one of these 2 tourniquets is going to come out. They are Recon Medical tourniquets. They're not bad at all. They actually have steel winelesses, metal winelesses on them, or aluminum winelesses. But all in all, pretty good setup for a belt kit. So, moving on to the main line. My stuff is my chest rig. Before anybody says anything in the comments, yes, it is a knockoff of the Hsgi Strategic D3CR. I got this on Amazon. I have used it for probably the last 4 or 5 months, training and whatnot. I know it looks kind of clean. I tend to try and keep my gear clean. It's just as good as the D3CRX, and it doesn't cost me nearly as much money. So, we're going to go through this. So, I've got 4 Magpul P-Mags across the front. And these actually have green tips in them. So, yeah, yay for me. I'm not pulling every single one out to show you guys, though. Right here, I have another folding knife. This is a knockoff of a Spyderco. I got it at Harbor Freight. And before you say, is it sharp? Yeah, it's sharp. I cut the living hell out of myself with this thing a couple times already, trying to deal with it. Black Sharpie marker, because Sharpies are useful little items. Right here is another 17-round magazine for my Glock, made by Magpul. I like Magpul magazines. I tend to use them a lot. Right here, I've got another little multi-tool. Little tiny multi-tool. Bass Pro Shops item. You're probably wondering, hey, wait, hold on. You've got 2 folding knives and you've got 2 multi-tools? Yeah, it's because if I throw this rig off, if I do not have this rig on, I can operate just with my battle belt on. And operate the operations and do the operating things. So inside this little administrative pouch, we've got my glow sticks. I keep 3 of them just for marking stuff, doing stuff, things I need to do. I've got my little Right in the Rain notepad and a pen. And I've got 3 peanut butter Cliff bars right here. They are kind of stuck at the moment though because they are crammed in there and held in by elastic. Right here is a card with some duct tape on it. Just a card. Nothing special about it. It's just, well, quite literally, I think it's one of those cards you get at a local store for rewards. And since I don't go in that store that often, but I had that card, I just decided to use it. Here's my fire kit. I've got 2 Bic lighters in here. Well, one's a Bic, one's a Scripio. And then I have a Fire Strike, Farius rod, all that good stuff. So, that's what stays in this pouch. If I can get it back in there. Along with these. Oh, and I have hearing protection in here. Safariland. This one's I can actually put on if I'm going into something. Even though I know you're going to say, why would you wear hearing protection if you're going into something? You need to be able to hear. Yeah, buddy, but guess what? I can hear with those on without a problem. Trust me, I've already done it at the range. I'll be having a conversation with one of my buddies, and we'll end up talking about something, and people will be firing off stupid amounts of ammunition next to us. So, in this pouch right here, I've got 1, 2 SWAT T tourniquets. They're actually a great thing, especially if you have little ones around. I happen to have little ones around. because cat tourniquets suck if you're trying to use them on a tiny person. This is a little dangler that velcros to the back of my rig. It's velcroed in there. So inside this is a pair of trauma shears and a rig Sharpie. Trauma shears. Nothing special, just trauma shears. Which, I don't know if you've ever tried, but you can actually cut through a penny with those things. And if you don't believe me, get a pair and try it. You can do it. Alright, so this right here is my main medical kit. This is if I gotta go work on somebody while we're in the middle of this shit. I've got stuff to do it with. So inside here, I've got, if I can not drop stuff. This right here is a trauma pack with Quick Clot. It is made by Adventure Medical Kits. It's actually very good. I actually keep one in my EDC along with a SWAT key tourniquet. And in this, I've got a 25-gram Quick Clot, a 5x9 trauma pad, a pair of gloves because I'm not touching you if I don't know you. Duct tape because duct tape fixes everything. A triangular bandage, a 2-pack of 4x4s, gauze dressings, sterile, 2-pack of 2x2 sterile gauze dressings, a 3-inch roll gauze, 4 aftercuts and scrapes antiseptic wipes, and this waterproof bag. So that stays right there. This right here is a 4-inch emergency trauma dressing. Flat pack, because it's easier to get it in there. I actually have another one I'll show you in a minute. It's not a flat pack, and you'll see why I say that it's easier. 2 more Quick Clots. These are 25 grams each. I keep a S-roll gauze in here. And another S-roll gauze. And a 2-pack of high-fin chest seals. That might be a lot of stuff for some people. But I'd rather be over-prepared. Because if one of my guys goes down, I want to be able to keep them live. I don't want to go to a funeral. Right here, I have a cat tourniquet. This is an actual Cat 1 North American Rescue in black. Right here is my fixed blade knife that I keep, which is made by Master USA. It's not a brand name, but it works for me. I've had it for years. I keep it sharp, and it's good to go. Alright. Rotate just a tiny bit. This is my push to talk for my radio, my throat mic, and my earpiece for my radio. Before anybody says, oh man, you're trying to be solo operator, no, I'm really not. It just works better that way, because if in loud environments, if you're trying to talk to somebody on the radio, it kind of sucks. So, I've got a little paracord bracelet that I made. Alright, I don't wear them, I just make them every once in a while. Helps me de-stress. I keep a watch with a Velcro band on it. Right here, sitting inside my gloves at the moment, because is my compass, because electronics fail. I have a pair of mechanics gloves also sitting on this, because I don't want to tear up my hands. One of the ubiquitous Baofeng UV5R series radios. This one is actually not your normal UV5R. This one is actually a high power. And it has an Abri tactical folding antenna on it. All I gotta do is undo this little piece of Velcro, which I'm not doing right now because I don't want to do it. But that goes all the way up. I believe it's a 12 or a 16 inch or an 18 inch full on once it unfolds. Right here, this is OD green paracord on 2 carabiners. Got probably a good 60 to 80 feet of paracord on there. And then my hydration bladder is ran over my left side. Everything's ran on my left side because I'm a right-handed shooter. And then we come to my pack on the back. we're going to start on the outside and work our way in. So, I'm going to expand this pouch, though, to make my life a little bit easier. Yes, all these pouches expand. I have the main one expanded, but that one I buckled down just a little bit to show you guys. So, this is my electronics pouch. This is my backup little flashlight that I carry. Plenty bright enough, just for little stuff. I have a Samsung Galaxy S Rugby. No SIM card, battery out of it. Why do I carry that? Because I keep maps on it, and there's also certain applications that I might want to run that me and my guys like to run that make our lives a little bit easier for different things. This is a Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus in an Otterbox. Same thing, no SIM card, but you can't take the batteries out of these ones. And I have maps and various things saved on that. I wholeheartedly believe in 2 is 1, 1 is none. This right here, back on the 2 is 1, 1 is none category, is a backup radio. Another Baofeng with 2 batteries in there. Plus, I've got another earpiece. And actually, I have 1, 2, 3 extra earpieces. I have 2 batteries, another Baofeng radio, and an antenna. Actually, 2 antennas. I have the stock Baofeng and I have a Nagoya 771 sitting in there. Just because I have extra stuff. Okay, onto this pouch right here, which is not the main pouch. This is the main pouch. This is just a little stuff pouch. I have my beanie. I've got 100 feet of OD green paracord and 3 carabiners, just for if I need stuff. And that's everything in that pouch. Now on to the main event. And this one opens all the way up. If I wanted to, I could put stuff in here via Velcro, because that's ply right there, but I haven't done it yet. And I'm going to, but I just haven't. Okay, so first is calories, right? You have to feed ourselves. This right here is a first strike ration, broken down. If you look on the channel, probably right above or right below this video, is an unboxing of it. It is a great thing. It is a 24-hour ration. It's what the military issues their people. I've eaten them before. I like them. They taste decent. On a scale of 1 to 10, they're good for an MRE food. But there is no heater in here because this is all stuff you can eat on the go. Poncho. Black in color. I only have black because, well, it was either black or neon green. That's what they had in the store at the time. Right here is extra medical supplies. I have an extra trauma pack, which I already told you everything that's in it. Another ETD dressing, a 4-inch, but this one's not a flat one, see? Here's the difference. You can't pack this thing or in that little thing, in that little package I have, without it taking up some serious space. And an extra pair of trauma shears. I can legit hand this to one of my guys and be like, here, go, hand them a tourniquet, and they can do work if they have to. 30 round PMag. 4 more 30 round PMags. What's with all the ammo? Well, here's the thing. You're going to get 1 minute to 2 minutes out of every magazine in a gunfight. So, I've got 4 right there. That's number 5 right there. I have 4 across the front. That's 9. I have 1 in the gun. That's 10. I have another 5 on my battle belt. That's 15. 15 times 3 is 45. Add a 0 on the end of it. That's 450 rounds of 5.56 ammunition. I might be able to make it 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how quickly I'm going through it. If I get into a gunfight, God help us if we do. Okay. This right here is another 27 round Glock mag for if I need it, or if I'm just running this kit and not running my battle belt and I got my Glock and a holster on my hip. I've got extra pistol ammo. So, that's all of it, folks. That's all, folks. Check the channel. See about if you want to see what's in that first strike meal. I unbox it. And upcoming video is going to be what's in this box. This is an MCOM box that I'm working on. If you don't know what MCOM is, you'll learn when I do the video. But I'm waiting on a part to show up. Have a wonderful day. Be safe. Don't do anything crazy. And if you do, name it after me. God bless America.